Did you know there are 4 obstacles that stops you to find your true love? The last obstacle will definitely scare you. Why do powerful women who are strong, independent, and successful often struggle to find meaningful love? It's a question that's been whispered in corners, written about in articles, and discussed in conversations between friends. These are women who seemingly have it all: high-powered careers, financial independence, personal accomplishments, and the respect of their peers. Yet, in the realm of love, their journey is often marked by frustration, heartbreak, or isolation. Is it possible that their very strength, their power, and their success are contributing to the challenges they face in romantic relationships? Could the traits that define them in their professional and personal lives be creating barriers to deep, lasting connection? Today we will explore this complex issue by delving into the spiritual and emotional challenges powerful women encounter in their search for love and uncover how they can overcome these obstacles to build fulfilling relationships without losing themselves in the process. A powerful woman, perhaps a CEO of a thriving company, a celebrated author, a respected politician, or an accomplished artist. She walks into a room with confidence, owning her space. She spent years building her career, mastering her craft, and achieving her goals. But when it comes to love, something feels off. No matter how many successes she racks up professionally, her personal life doesn't reflect the same victories. In relationships, she may feel misunderstood, frustrated, or even lonely. Why does this happen? Is it because society is still uncomfortable with women holding positions of power? Or is it because these women carry a level of independence that makes emotional vulnerability difficult? Is it about intimidation, as many suggest, or is there something deeper at play? In reality, the obstacles that powerful women face in love are not merely external. They are also rooted in internal struggles, fears of vulnerability, expectations of perfection, and the challenge of balancing strength with emotional openness. To begin unraveling these challenges, let's explore the spiritual aspects of power and love. When we understand these two forces, we begin to see how they interact and sometimes clash in the lives of powerful women. Power and love are two of the most potent forces in the universe, but they often exist in tension with each other. Power in its truest sense is not about control over others, but about mastery of oneself. It's about autonomy, self-reliance, and the ability to navigate the world with clarity and purpose. Power gives women the strength to achieve their goals, overcome obstacles, and live life on their own terms. But love asks for something different. Love, at its core, is about vulnerability. It requires opening oneself to another, relinquishing some level of control, and trusting someone else with your heart. Love is about connection, not domination. It is about two souls coming together to share their lives, dreams, and vulnerabilities. For powerful women, this can be a difficult balance to strike. When you've built your life around independence and self-reliance, the act of opening up to love can feel like stepping into unknown territory. It can feel risky to allow someone else in, especially when your strength has come from being in control. In spiritual terms, this tension between power and love is part of the journey toward personal wholeness. True love doesn't require you to abandon your power, it invites you to integrate your strength with vulnerability. It's about learning that love doesn't weaken you, it empowers you in new and transformative ways. Obstacle 1: the fear of losing independence. One of the biggest challenges for powerful women in relationships is the fear of losing their independence. Women who have achieved a high level of success have often done so by cultivating independence. They've learned to rely on themselves, to make their own decisions, and to navigate life without depending on others. This independence is not just a professional trait, it's a deeply personal one. It's a source of pride, identity, and strength. But in romantic relationships, this fierce independence can sometimes become a barrier to intimacy. Many powerful women fear that entering a relationship means they will have to give up some of their autonomy. They worry that love will demand sacrifices that could diminish their sense of self, or that they will become entangled in a partnership that stifles their freedom. This fear is rooted in a very real concern, the idea that relationships can sometimes lead to dependency or compromise. But it's important to shift this perspective. A healthy relationship doesn't require you to lose your independence, rather, it allows you to share it. Love doesn't ask you to give up who you are, it invites you to expand who you are. In a partnership built on mutual respect and trust, both individuals retain their independence while supporting each other's growth. It's about creating a space where two independent souls can come together and build something greater than themselves, without losing the essence of who they are. Obstacle 2: the intimidation factor. The notion that powerful women are intimidating is another obstacle they frequently encounter in the search for love. Many powerful women hear the same refrain, "You're intimidating." It's a statement that often comes not just from potential partners, but also from friends, family, and even colleagues. But what does this really mean? Are these women truly intimidating? Or is it that society still struggles to embrace the idea of women in positions of power, especially in the context of relationships? For centuries, relationships have been framed by traditional gender roles. Men were expected to be the providers, protectors, and leaders, while women were expected to be nurturing and supportive. But as society evolves, so too must our understanding of relationships. Today's powerful women are breaking these molds, stepping into roles that were once reserved for men. This shift can be challenging for some potential partners, especially those who still hold onto traditional views of masculinity and femininity. A woman who is financially independent, professionally successful, and emotionally strong can be seen as a threat to a man who feels that his worth is tied to being the provider. But powerful women shouldn't shrink themselves to fit outdated stereotypes. They deserve partners who see their strength as a complement, not a competition. The right partner will be someone who isn't intimidated by their power, but inspired by it. They will see their partner's success as a shared victory and will support their growth, both individually and as a couple. In this sense, finding love isn't about being less or dimming your light. It's about finding someone who is comfortable in their own skin and confident enough to stand beside a powerful woman as her equal. Obstacle 3: the pressure of perfection. Another common challenge for powerful women is the pressure to be perfect. Success often comes with high expectations, not just from others but from within. Powerful women are used to holding themselves to the highest standards in their careers, personal goals, and even in their relationships. They strive for excellence in everything they do, and this drive for perfection can extend into their romantic lives. But love is not about perfection. In fact, love thrives in imperfection. It's about two flawed individuals coming together and accepting each other's strengths and weaknesses. The pressure to be perfect can create distance in relationships because it prevents true vulnerability. If you're constantly trying to be flawless, you may never allow your partner to see the real you, the parts that aren't polished or put together, the parts that are messy, vulnerable, and beautifully human. In spiritual terms, love is a space where growth happens. It's not about presenting a perfect version of yourself, but about showing up as you truly are. It's about allowing someone else to witness your journey, your struggles, and your triumphs, and loving each other through all of it. Powerful women must remember that they don't have to be perfect to be loved. In fact, it is through embracing their imperfections that they will find deeper, more authentic connections. Obstacle 4: the fear of outgrowing partners. As powerful women grow and evolve, they often face a unique fear in relationships: the fear of outgrowing their partner. Success and personal growth are not static, they are continuous processes. As powerful women climb higher in their careers, achieve new milestones, and deepen their personal growth, they may wonder whether their partner will still be able to keep up. Will this person evolve with me? Or will they hold me back from reaching my full potential? This fear can lead to hesitation in relationships. Some powerful women may avoid committing to long-term relationships because they fear stagnation. They may worry that being in a relationship will slow their personal and professional growth, or that their partner won't understand their ambition. But love, when it is true and healthy, is a dynamic force. It is not something that holds you back, it propels you forward. The right partner will not only support your growth, but will grow alongside you. A thriving relationship is one where both individuals inspire each other to become the best versions of themselves. Rather than fearing that a partner will stifle their growth, powerful women should seek relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, where both partners are committed to their own growth, as well as the growth of the relationship. In such relationships, love becomes a source of strength, not a limitation. At the heart of these obstacles is a common theme: the tension between vulnerability and power. For powerful women, learning to embrace vulnerability is often the key to unlocking deeper love. Vulnerability doesn't mean weakness, it means opening yourself up to the possibility of deep, authentic connection. It means letting go of the need for control and allowing someone else to see the real you that exists beyond the titles, the achievements, and the outward success. Love, at its core, is about connection. And true connection can only happen when you allow yourself to be seen as you truly are: powerful, yes, but also human. Powerful women don't have to choose between power and love. They can have both. By embracing their vulnerability, they can create relationships that are not only fulfilling but also transformative. In these relationships, power and love don't exist in opposition. They work together to create a deeper sense of connection, growth, and mutual respect. The journey to love for powerful women is not without its challenges. But these challenges are not insurmountable. By understanding the dynamics of power and love, embracing vulnerability, and seeking relationships built on mutual respect and growth, powerful women can find the deep, meaningful connections they seek. True love doesn't require you to diminish your power. It asks you to expand your capacity for connection, vulnerability, and trust. By doing so, powerful women can create relationships that are as fulfilling and empowering as the lives they've built for themselves. Remember, love isn't about finding someone who is intimidated by your power. It's about finding someone who is inspired by it, someone who will walk beside you as your equal, and someone who will love you not in spite of your strength, but because of it. If you're a powerful woman searching for love, or if you know someone who is, share this message. Let's continue the conversation about love, power, and vulnerability. Remember, you deserve a love that empowers you to be the fullest version of yourself.